Hey guys, welcome once again to the Knife Nerd. A new segment I do want to start this off with is what am I geeking out about? Well, today I'm geeking about the new video posted by Tri-State EDC featuring the Dylan Mallory Force. I'll put an image of it right up here. Cole over at Tri-State EDC, he really knows how to make these reviews look like Oscar-worthy movies. But I'll link him in the description. Go ahead and check it out. He really does make some amazing content. All right, so what are we here for today? So this is the first knife I've ever modified. I did put up a video of it on my Instagram when I first started, like about 2 weeks ago, and it did get a lot of hits on there. But the video quality was crap. The lighting was not very good. And so I just kind of wanted to bring it up on here just to kind of show what it was about. It is a para 3. These are the original scales that were on it. I don't know how many of you know about these, but the one thing I never really liked about it is just kind of how rough the G10 was on it. A little too aggressive for me. But anyways, let's go ahead and bring it in. So this is my Spyderco Para 3. Back when I bought this was my first high-end knife that I ever bought. At that point, I had some $50 knives. Actually, this is when I had my Kershaw, the blue one. I was just enjoying that one at work and just kind of wanted to get something else. And this is what I got. Yeah, I laugh about it now because of what high-end is, what I consider high-end. It's kind of changed a little bit. But anyways, I had this knife for about 1.5 years. Before I did anything to it at all. It just stayed with the custom scales the entire time. The biggest reason I wanted to modify it were the scales. Honestly, the fact how aggressive the G10 is, it really it tore up a pair of my pants, just the pocket going in and out all the time. And I really have to say that was probably the biggest con that I had, other than the pocket clip that comes with the Spydercos. This was actually that was the first mod that I actually did do on this knife. Was I did changed out to an MXG. I had one of the little shorties, and then a little bit later I found this one, and I really liked the whole Punisher look on there. The fact that the G10 was so aggressive actually limited how much I would carry this knife. And I really liked the knife. I just hated the fact that it was so hard to go in and out of my pocket. This is the CPM S35VN steel. It does hold a really good edge for a long time. It's got a good balance of toughness, hardness, and corrosion resistance, as S35VN does. It's also not very difficult to sharpen. I do find this pretty easy to sharpen. I did get a couple tips from Neves Knives. Did put a decent edge on there. Due to the full flat grind of the Para 3, I mean, this thing is a slicing machine. Also, I do like the fact that this is kind of the first knife that really ever got me into fidgeting with knives and just playing with them. The Spider Flick, the compression lock. I think also. As opposed to frame locks or liner locks, this actually does kind of play into the fidgetness of the knife. But yeah, so moving on to what else we did, like I said, we got the MXG clips on there. Then I decided to change the whole look. I was looking online one day. I was on Blade HQ, like you do, and I saw the Flytanium scales. And this is actually the Flytanium Teardrop carbon fiber. I really fell in love with how pretty it was, and also how smooth it is, because that really solved that problem of in and out of the pocket. The first time I put it in, it blew my mind. So I went ahead and did the switch, and once I put them on, I just kind of realized I'd lost a screw for the pocket clip, and I had two black ones and a silver one, and I was just like, at that point it was just time to upgrade. So I went on Etsy and found these anodized blue titanium hardware, and that's really what that's really where it finished out. But modifying this knife was a lot of fun. It was a lot easier than I thought. I had never taken a knife apart. The most I'd ever done on a knife really is just kind of adjust the pivot screw. So, you know, taking it apart, I did watch a couple videos on it, but for the most part, it was pretty easy. Getting the old knife apart to get all the hardware, the lanyard hole is as difficult as people say. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I definitely am going to get more into, you know, I'm going to start modifying more of my knives as I go. But yeah, you know, this is definitely one that will be staying in the collection. Excuse me. Overall though, I mean, I absolutely love this knife. I love the way it looks. I love the way that it feels. I love the fidget factor of it. I mean, just for the Para 3, but overall for how it looks now, especially. This really is a showstopper. Anytime I pull this out, people definitely stop, and they'll I mean, I've had people stop me at work and be like, what is that, you know? And I'll explain it to them. But, you know, what's special about this knife is that this really is the knife that moved me from the budget knives, you know, into the mid-level knives. I wouldn't call this high-end, but definitely a good mid-level knife. It showed me the value that a premium knife, it showed me the value that premium knives can offer. It made me appreciate the difference between a U.S.-made product and then something that may have come from China. And that's not to say all Chinese brands are bad or not high end or premium, but this really was the first knife that I got that was made in America proudly. And yeah, I absolutely love it. I think that the workmanship shows through, and it really is a great knife. So that's my Para 3, guys. I hope you like it. If you have any questions or comments, you know, leave them down below, and let me know what you guys have customized. I'd be interested to see what you guys have. But anyways, guys, thanks for following along today. Still working on getting comfortable behind this thing. But I am enjoying it, and thank you guys so much. You guys have a wonderful day. Peace.